It's Niagara who send it all the way down the ice, icing the call. Go left of Andrade for the face-off. Farmingdale win it, but it got jumped, chipped out by Newport. He'll race after it. Rotan there on the backhand, plays it around the boards. Walsh dives down, pokes it, comes to Scanlon. He fires it, goes across the blue paint. Stumpo hard around the wall to Newport now. Back up top. Abbott walks. Shot comes through. Barron blockers it away. On the backhand, a high flip out by Mike Larico. Icing gets waved off. Abbott quickly back up the wall. Duffy will glove it down, goes skate to stick, and dumps it right back in. Abbott will move it to Stumpo. Stumpo deflected in by Kroll. Barron will leave it for Riley McGregor. McGregor for Kravitz. Kravitz sends it down the ice. It's a foot race for it between Keller and Stumpo, and Keller will get there first. Good speed from Chris Keller. Coming into this one on a 7-game point streak. Through the middle, coming underneath the stick of Strick, but he'll beat out the icing. Niagara looking to establish their cycle, get some ozone time, comes to the point. Jasmine back down low, it's Strick, he drags, beats one, beats another, couldn't get a shot off. Up top, deflected, goes off the glass. Donzella got a piece of it in front. Now it's McGregor, he'll go back, D to D for Kravitz. Kravitz puts it off the glass. It will come out. Jumps the stick of Jasmine. Kankowski scoops it one-on-one. Kankowski's shot blocked. Strick dangles. Pad save. Rebound. Donzella for Farmingdale. Kankowski out wide. Toe drag. Knocked away. Franklin, hip check thrown by Jesse Burns, separating. Timmy Devine now. Drop pass, taken away from Signoretti. Immel off the bench, punched away by Andrade. Now Burns fires another one, knocked down by Devine in front. Big collision against the boards. Signoretti sends Show into the ice. Alessi, hounded by Hauser, is able to move it to Signoretti. They're still tied up. Signoretti takes a bump. Puck is chipped back out. Now it's Niagara looking to score off the rush. 3-on-2, backhander punched away. Rebound goes off the crossbar. Not out. Shot deflected, goes wide. Alessi reverses for Smith. He'll chip it off the wall. Held in again by Abbott. Alessi fights off a check. He's able to get it out. Schottmer gloves it, moves it to Houseman. Houseman, cross corner dump. Danny Rotan there. Moves it up for Dylan Bridgewood. Bridgewood goes across to Minio. Comes off his skates. Now Minio races after it. Plays the body on Abbott. Schottmer will stretch it to Sean Walsh. Comes through the middle for Newport. Newport wrister off the stick of Rotan. Through the middle for Bridgewood. Bridgewood using the size, protecting the puck. Cycles it to Minio. Minio up top for Smith. Thomas Smith, wrister deflected. Andrade will glove it. It's tied up at the dot. Pulled out, turning shot, went wide. It's sent all the way down the ice. McGregor will get there first. icing the call. .7:12 to play here in the first period. Nothing the score. It was a Farmingdale win, 7-5 on Friday. Last night, the Purple Eagles picked up the 5. Rubber match here this afternoon between these two sides. Niagara certainly want to pick up the victory for that long bus ride home. At the half wall, cycled in, O'Donnell stops up. Forehand out front off the stick of Andrade. Is backhanded out of the zone by Strick. He'll dump it in. Kravitz races back for it. Knocked to the ice by Donzella. Puck will come out. It's handled by Strick. Goes right back to Kroll. Kroll bounces off his tape. Ahead, now it's Strick again. Taken away by Larico, across to O'Donnell, looking for Duffy. Pass was intercepted. Brett Strick puts it behind Kravitz. He'll collect. Opposite point. Shot off a leg. And cleared out by Farmingdale. Mario Smith spins right back up the ice. Donzella will poke it in. Jesse Burns is there. He'll wheel the net and start the breakout. Keller and Ethan Knopf collided inadvertently. Burns' shot gets blocked. It's back with Jesse Burns. Overskated it, now tied up on the boards. Backhanded to Alex Nisevich. Nisevich spins away from Konkowski. He'll get the puck out, but Ivers forces the turnover. Ivers back in. Dangle won't work there. It's the third game between these two teams in about a 41 hour time span. So you gotta, as this game continues to tick on, both sides gonna start to run out of a little bit of juice, a little bit of gas. And it's gonna come down to which team makes fewer mistakes. As we got a battle just in front of us here. Scanlon off the wall for Abbott. Rister off a stick. Konkowski got in the way there. It's Schottmer and Ivers down low. Schottmer. Hello. Over the head of Barron. Timmy Devine will drop it back for Thomas Smith. 4:38 to play. Smith through the middle of the ice. Gets knocked down and Alessi uses the high glass and gets it out. Certainly an advantage here at the Clark Gillies Arena. Signoretti knocked that down, but it's a delayed offside on the Rams. Dumped in by Mavrakis right on net. Barron will just get the glove over it and take the whistle. Shot from the point was blocked in front. Now Devine will skate it out. Backhanded across. Signoretti takes a bump from Jasmine. He's able to get it to the corner. Pass goes off the side of the net. Walsh plays it around for Jasmine. Jasmine, hard stretch pass off the boards. Offside, the call going on the Purple Eagles. Before last night's loss, the Rams We're on a 6-game unbeaten streak, 5 wins and a tie. Niagara, a big victory last night. And now a chance. Newport walks in. Blocker save. Barron lost the stick in the process. Walsh has it. Moves it to the point. Jasmine across. Stumpo. Pad save. Barron kicked that one out. It comes back to Stumpo. He'll cycle it in low. Barron still without a stick here. Rams trying to clear. Smith not out on the backhand. Down low. Touch shot. Save. Another one. Barron. Out front, that one goes off the side of the net. Scanlon with it. Now it's Sean Walsh. Walsh rolls up top to Jasmine. Backdoor deflected off the pad. Another one. Barron stops it again. Incredible sequence. Andrew Barron answering the bell each and every time. You take a look here. Beautiful stop for Andrew Barron. It's just below us. Right in front of us, I should say. Usually we got the view below us. We're ice level here this afternoon. Kravitz chips it out. Comes right back in. Donzella. He's trying to drag to the backhand. Poked away. Immel, not out. Body played on Strick by Minio. It's Nasevich who walks in. Kicked out with the right pad by Andrew Barron. Rams get it out. 2 minutes to play here in the first period. Gets fired in by Nasevich. Kravitz there for it. Through the middle off the backhand of Larico. Strick enters for the Purple Eagles. Puts it into some space for Schoen. Burns on the stick lift. Now it's knocked down by Burns. Nice, Abbott. Larico with it. Comes off the skates of Franklin. Duffy will go in on the forecheck. Schoen stabs at it. Kept in at the blue by Larico. Abbott will now wheel. He puts one off the wall. Alessi drops to a knee, stops it. With a one-handed poke, it's tied up. Comes up to the point for Jasmine. Reaches out and gloves it. Final minute of play here in the first. Still nothing between these two sides. Back-to-back 7-5 games, 7-5 in favor of Farmingdale Friday, 7-5 in favor of Niagara last night. Cycle to Newport. He'll roll, move it up top to Abbott. Rolling puck, wrister went wide. Back out top. Abbott drags, shoots it, put it off the back boards. We get a whistle as the net's off its moorings. 33 seconds to play here in the first 20. Puck's down, one to the half wall by the Purple Eagles. It's chipped in. Walsh races after it. Battles with Burns. Burns will reverse for Alessi up to Konkowski. His pass is knocked down. Played back in, goes off a stanchion. Kicks right to Jesse Burns. Burns laboring now. It's chipped in with 3 seconds to go in the period. 2-1. Burns just fires it down, and that does it. After 20 minutes of play, couple of goose eggs still on the scoreboard. Nothing between Niagara and Farmingdale. Both sides had a couple of chances. It was mostly Niagara who had possession and got a majority of the offensive zone time. And it shows shots after one are 16-9 in favor. 3 of 3 in this weekend set between the Rams and the Purple Eagles. Here on our end, we're going to fix out some of those technical issues we were having at the beginning of this broadcast for you. Make sure we're delivering the best broadcast we can for you guys at home. Get our camera angle worked out for you as well. We'll do that during this first intermission. I want to thank you so much, as always, for tuning in and spending your time with us here this afternoon. Again, it's 0-0 between Farmingdale and Niagara. Glad to see Rodolfo is back tuning in here this afternoon. No score between these two sides. Travis Quigley taking you through the call here this afternoon. Take a quick break. We'll be back in about 12 minutes or so. Let's just see the Zamboni passing us now. And we'll get the second period between Niagara and Farmingdale right here on the LI Sports Network. We're back for the second period here on the LI Sports Network. We're at the Clark Gillies Arena at Dix Hills Park. Travis Quigley here taking you through the call. Nothing between Farmingdale and Niagara. Niagara it's Larico, puts it hard around the boards. Skips over the stick of Duffy. Schottmer will just dump it right back in. Barron out, stops it up. Slowing things down, establishing the breakout is Riley McGregor. Bounces over Duffy's twig, and it comes all the way for an icing. Puck back down, and it's tied up, held in by Jasmine. He'll fire one cross corner. Kroll there to scoop it. He fends off a check, looking for Strick. Duffy will take it away. Tim Duffy dumps it in. Larico loses it in the skate. Cycle for O'Donnell. Left for Duffy. Duffy, wet ice, still trying to corral it. Shot goes off the side of the net. Jazz came to Keller, tried to drag and fire, was unsuccessful. Flipped back in. Stumpo will stop up behind the net. It's played around for Kroll. He takes a hit from Keller. Donzella knocks it down and gets it out. Chipped in by Ivers for Keller. Keller lost the handle of it. Wide, 2-on-1. Backdoor pass broken up by a diving Frank Alessi. Strick comes around the wall. Jasmine races over to hold it in. Donzella, shoulder save. Barron, rebound. Covered up. I want to thank you all for bearing with us. Tried to set our camera up there in a better angle for you. We're planning on having a little multi-cam system for you guys here this afternoon, but ran into a couple of issues. Couldn't get that going as successfully as we would have liked. But again, want to thank you so much for your patience and for tuning in with us here this afternoon, as Niagara is going to get a power play. There was a 5-minute major called on Thomas Konkowski. It's on the board as a 5-minute major. It's punched in the live stats as a 2-minute minor for holding. So I'm going to trust that it's a 2-minute minor, and that just needs to be adjusted on the clock. Can't say I've ever seen a 5-minute major for holding. Would be a first, but I've been seeing plenty of firsts recently. Had a hole kicked out in the boards a couple weeks ago in the Columbia and Farmingdale D2 game. It is a 2-minute power play for Niagara. It's chopped out by LaChase. Timmy Devine racing after it. Drops for Scanlon. Scanlon back to Walsh. He'll stop up for Nasevich. Walsh through the seam. Donzella couldn't handle the pass. Cycle down low to Newport. Comes back to Donzella. Donzella, left flank. Walsh, back door. Unable to get a stick on it was Scanlon. Shot came through, got blocked. Rotan races over, chopped at it, doesn't come out. Scanlon for Donzella. Smith blocks the pass. Back up the half boards. Devine races over and gets it out. two fresh forwards coming onto the ice for Farmingdale. Thomas Smith races over, slaps at it, not out of the zone. It's Hauser. He'll take a shot off the stick of Smith and goes out of play. Hauser's pass goes off a stick, deflects down into the Rams' end. Kravitz wheels the net and sends it 200 feet. Andrade out of the net to stop it up. Jasmine will move it up. Schoen comes cross ice looking for Walsh. Out of the box, Konkowski back to 5-on-5 as Farmingdale kill off the penalty. Jasmine will backhand it in. Andrew Barron stops it up, and Burns will wheel. Burns goes through the middle of the ice, and on the backhand, Keller will fire it in. There's a delayed penalty coming, and it's going on the Purple Eagles. So right after killing off the penalty, Farmingdale will get a power play opportunity of their own. We'll see who the call's on. Looks like the official's still grabbing a number here. Seems like it's going to be Sean Walsh headed to the box. Power play here for the Rams. We've seen from both sides. They've had strong special teams throughout this weekend and throughout the early part of this season as the puck is fired out of play. Walsh is going to the box to serve a too many players on the ice penalty that went against Niagara. Caught with 6 skaters out there. Good chance here for Farmingdale. Niagara win the draw, though, and send it down the ice. McGregor starts the breakout, moves it to Bridgewood. Bridgewood's pass knocked down by Newport. Back for McGregor. McGregor enters. He'll stop up on the circle. O'Donnell back to McGregor. Down low, Bridgewood, touch to Duffy. One-time chance for Lorico. Whistle blows as the net was kicked off. Bridgewood had a power play goal last night. Kept in. Now on it is O'Donnell. Cycles to Duffy. Duffy for O'Donnell. He'll roll up top. He loses an edge, keeps it in. Duffy pulls it off the wall. Takes a shot, save, rebound. Stopped again by Andrade. The chance for Lorico. It's moved to the point. McGregor delays. Swivels the hips, finds Duffy. One-timer. Didn't get much on it. Popped up on him. Back for Duffy. Newport will pick it. Chance for Niagara if they hurry. Out wide for Scanlon. He'll take a wrister. That's kicked away by Barron. And then Scanlon will send it all the way back to Philip Abbott. Abbott fires it down. 35 seconds left on the Farmingdale power play. Stolen by Strick. He sends it down the ice. Out front, picked there by Ivers. Ivers drops Konkowski across. Jasmine will jump it. Shorthanded 3-on-2 potentially. Hauser to the middle. Walks, got the stick lifted. Arm up, there's a penalty coming and it's going on the Rams. We're going to 4-on-4 hockey for 5 seconds, and then Niagara will go back on the power play. Signoretti going to the box. Still nothing the score here in the second period. Faceoff's won by Farmingdale. It's fired all the way down. It was played at 4-on-4, so it's going to be an icing going against the Rams, despite them now being down on the penalty kill. .35 left in the second. Signoretti to the box for cross-checking. At the point, Jasmine off the wall for Strick. Back for Jasmine, out of Knopf. Jasmine just keeps it in there. Puts it down low behind the net. Ethan Knopf with it. Fake the slap shot. Strick couldn't get the one-timer off. Knopf to Hauser. Wrist shot. He'll switch places with Jasmine. Backdoor off the pad of Barron. It's still loose in the slot. Drag. Strick. He scores! On the power play, Brett Strick makes it a 1-0 game. You saw there, just puck was popping around. Strick from Hauser and Knopf. Ethan Jasmine off the wall. Comes around, kicked out to Dunn, glove down by Alessi, kept in, comes off the skate of Duffy. Duffy with a chance off the side of the net. Mavrakis jabs at it. It's with Duffy again. Poked off his stick. Pulls it out of the skates. Duffy trying to cycle it to the corner. Stumpo knocks it away. Spinning and getting it out is Connor Dunn. O'Donnell picks off the pass. Taken right back by Hausman. Chipped down the ice by Alessi. Ethan Jasmine will peel it off the wall. Tries the toe drag, knocked away by Burns. Comes out to Duffy. Couldn't catch up to it before Stumpo got across. Duffy will circle back with it. Burns lost his stick. Larico's going to dump it in. Fresh legs for the Rams. Konkowski comes flying in as F1. Stumpo moves it D to D. Jasmine off the boards, and now Sean Walsh enters 3-on-2. Drop pass, walking in wide, hit the glass. Rams the other way, 3-on-2 now. Through the middle, Ivers can't get a shot off, got tied up by Scanlon. Puck is held in the zone. Now comes out, pushed wide to Walsh. Behind him, lost the handle. Chip to Ivers. He'll carry. Abbott defends, takes it away. McGregor stops up behind the net. Gets it to Konkowski. Now goes around the wall. Kravitz, saucer pass. Hits Ivers. Ivers on the backhand. Konkowski, skate to stick. Stops up. Tries to come back for Immel. Goes off a skate. Now moves to the point. Kravitz, shot blocked by Abbott. McGregor raced over, couldn't keep it in. He'll go D to D to Kravitz, who fires it in from the red line. Schottmer will pass it to Abbott. Abbott goes long, looking for Ethan Knopf. And Knopf drives in 2-on-1. Lost the handle, spins, tries to get it back out front. It was taken away. Played out to Minio. Sends Abbott to the ice. Gets it from Bridgewood. Trying to move it back. It hops over to Smith. One-time blast goes wide. Bridgewood out front for Immel. Arm up. Penalty called. No, it looked like there was a penalty being called, and the net came off. And that's why the official's arm came up. Abbott went to go step up on Minio, and Minio got the better end of that one. Played around the boards and chipped out by Franklin. Jake Franklin races after it. Immel on the back check, swipes it away. Smith goes through the legs of Minio. Dumped in by Schoen. Delayed offside on Niagara. .9:07 to go in the second period. Niagara has Farmingdale looking for some answers. Out in the neutral zone. Kroll gets it out. It comes right back into his own end. Mario Smith will reset with it. Drops it to Nosevich. Nosevich, a little head fake, beats Signoretti. He'll dump it in. Comes back around, Mario Smith. Knocked to the ice by Signoretti, they're battling. Signoretti, a little yard sale, lost his glove and his stick. There's some extra conversations at the red line, and it's Donzella who's going to the box. Farmingdale going to get a power play chance here right after Donzella scores to put his side up by 2. He takes a roughing penalty, and now the Rams with a big opportunity. 8:04 left in the middle frame. Need a goal to try to slow down this Niagara momentum. It's one forward. Abbott will clear it out immediately. Larico's pass across, knocked down by Newport. He stays in on the forecheck. McGregor. One hands it. Scanlon intercepts and fires it down. In, but it was forced out. He'll go across for Larico. Larico carries in onside to Duffy. Duffy drags wrister off the glass over the net. It's knocks his stick out of his hands. It's going to be a penalty on Hauser. Massive opportunity here. A 1-minute 5-on-3 chance for it's Derwin Hauser going to the box, 2 for slashing. And now a massive 5-on-3 chance. Konkowski, right flank. Back up top, Signoretti. Left side, Keller. For Signoretti, back to Keller. Tries to go down low for Ivers. Pass picked off, kept in by Signoretti. Races over. Now to Konkowski. He drags, goes back to Signoretti. Signoretti, backdoor, deflected wide by Ivers. He stops in the corner, drops for Konkowski. Now to Alessi. Through the seam, up top, Signoretti, shot blocked by Ethan Knopf, the captain, laying out and getting in the way of that one. Keller drops for Signoretti to Ivers, back for Signoretti. Konkowski, one-timer goes over the net. It bounces out front. Ivers spins, Konkowski drags, knocked away by Knopf. Konkowski again behind the net. One-timer, they score! Frank Alessi on the power play. It's a 2-1 game. Take another look here. Konkowski stops up, hits Alessi, and one-time shovel shot beats Andrade short side, and the Rams get on the board. A massive goal for Farmingdale with 6:03 to go here in the second. They get it on the power play. They'll still have a chance for 59 seconds. Oh no, pardon me, that one came just as the 5-on-3 expired. Thought there was still a little bit of time on that 5-on-3. 5-on-3 had just expired. So Hauser out of the box following Alessi's power play goal. Frank Alessi, it's his third goal of the season. Konkowski continues his point streak. Alessi from Konkowski with 6:03 to go in the second. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. A massive, massive goal for the Farmingdale Rams to give them a little bit of life here. Jasmine plays it ahead, deflected in by Scanlon. Smith comes off the wall, hits the skates of Larico, now backhanded out by O'Donnell. Larico chops it ahead, Jasmine will glove it down. Smith waves the stick at it, missed it. Jasmine drags in, tried to drop it between the skates. Backdoor pass cleared away by Danny Rotan. Foot race for it. O'Donnell gets there out front for Larico, broken up. It comes out to Smith just outside the blue line. He'll dump it back in. Farmingdale tag up. Stumpo in behind. O'Donnell pressuring. Walsh in there to help, as is Scanlon. Larico joins the fray. Duffy sitting just outside the pile. Larico battles, as does O'Donnell. Stumpo, couple checks. Larico with the puck, trying to find Duffy. Is popping around, now gloved down by Walsh. He skates it out. Under 5 minutes left. Scanlon shot, punched out by Barron. Rotan on the backhand for Duffy. Knifes it into the corner. Immel for Duffy. He plays the body, gets tangled up with Jasmine. Pinching in, Kravitz holds it in the zone. Minio will race in, get the puck. Minio rolls the circle, lost the handle of it. Poked out by Franklin and played off of Joey DeCanio on the Farmingdale bench. It was 0-0 after the first 20. Niagara with 2 goals to get things started before Frank Alessi pots one on the power play to get us to where we are now. 2-1 score. Kravitz over the blue. Slap shot blocked by Mario Smith. Minio is driven into the wall. Now tied up with Schoen just in front of our table here in the corner. Immel races in behind the net, takes the puck, gets it to the point. McGregor on a fake. He'll drag, arm up. There's a delayed penalty coming on the Purple Eagles out in the corner. Smith gets a piece of it. And Farmingdale are going back on the power play. It's an interference penalty, and it's going on Mario Smith. The Rams gonna look to tie. 3:55 left in the period. Mario Smith, 2 for interference. We're to the right of Andrade for the draw. Keller and Hauser tied up. And a penalty called right off the face-off. 2 seconds into the penalty. Hauser takes a cross-checking penalty right off the draw. Got tied up with Keller and delivered a cross-check, which will immediately, just 2 seconds in, turn the 5-on-4 into a 5-on-3. And it's going to be a long one here for the Rams. Keller, Ivers, Alessi, Konkowski, and Signoretti on the ice, the power play unit for Farmingdale. On to kill for Niagara, Brett Strick, Philip Abbott, and Alex Nisevich. Trying to go forward is Strick, comes to Alessi on the half wall, kicks it to Konkowski. Konkowski walks, wrister over the net. Ivers and Nisevich tied up. Alessi out of the corner, rolls, drops it down low to Ivers. Ivers up top, Konkowski fakes, drags, poked away, kicks over to Signoretti, his shot denied by Andrade. Back up top for Signoretti. He fires, glove save, rebound! Skips just wide. Alessi almost got his second. Konkowski, one-timer for Keller. Came off the heel of his stick. Back with Keller to Signoretti. He fakes, now moves to Konkowski. Rolls to the middle. Konkowski, drop pass, Signoretti. Wrister off the stick of Andrade. Ivers cycles for Konkowski. He's in behind the net. Backhands one for Keller. It comes up top to Signoretti. He'll walk to the net. Signoretti's shot goes off a stick. Skips to Ivers. Ivers out to the point. Arm up. There's another penalty coming. Walking to the net. Keller save. Ivers gloves it down. Out front. Signoretti. Barron at the bench. Alessi, one-timer kicked out. He's getting a cross-checking penalty. I got to be honest, delivered a couple of good shots to Konkowski in front of the net. And the official let the first few go as it's a net front battle. And that was the case there for Philip Abbott in front. Certainly, at first, it can be defended as a net front battle, and then, like I said, as it continues to progress and increase and you start throwing more shots like that, you make the official's job very, very easy. So Abbott's penalty isn't going to start until the 2-minute penalty to Mario Smith expires, so this continues to be a very long 5-on-3 for the Rams. Comes across for O'Donnell. O'Donnell shot off a stick and over the net. Bridgewood back. Moves it to Larico. Larico rolls up top for O'Donnell. Back to Larico. He'll take the shot. Deflected wide. Duffy for O'Donnell. Back for Duffy. He'll shoot it. Covered up by Andrade. So there's 15 seconds left on the penalty to Mario Smith. 18 on the penalty to Derwin Hauser. When Smith's penalty expires, he won't come out of the box. That's when the 2-minute minor for Philip Abbott will start up. One back to Larico. O'Donnell winds, slap shot, pad save, glove down. They score! On the power play, Dylan Bridgewood. It's a 2-2 game. Great puck movement, a great low shot from O'Donnell. Bridgewood gloves it down and puts it home. 2:03 to go here in the second, and the Rams down by 2, score 2 power play goals, and they're right back tied up in this one. has been shown the exit door. Looks like it's Joe Stumpo who's headed back to the locker room. So Abbott's penalty now starts up as there's a fresh 2 minutes on the clock. It remains a 5-on-3 for 11 seconds. Stumpo is coming back, so didn't get shown the gate. Must have broke his stick or something. Hauser out of the box. Now it's going to be 5-on-4 for Farmingdale. Still on the power play. Knopf will pick off the pass. McGregor sends him to the ice, and now McGregor will get called. So now we got 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes. Just a minute 44 left in the frame. It's McGregor to the box for interference. So Abbott still in for Niagara. McGregor now in for Farmingdale. We'll have a face-off left of Andrew Barron. Just the third start of the season for Barron, 2-0 on the year with a 2.57 goals against average and a .927 save percentage. The freshman from Staten Island. Niagara, all 3 games this weekend have started 3 different goalies. It was Mateo Grasso who got the start on Friday. Ben Randall came in for relief for Grasso on Friday night and then got the start last night and picked up the win. And now we see Dominic Andrade in the cage for the Purple Eagles here this afternoon. Just still getting the penalties coordinated. That's why we have a short delay here. While we have a minute, want to remind you, follow us on social media, X, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And, of course, hit subscribe on YouTube. Don't miss a second of the action. We have all the coverage of Farmingdale State Rams college hockey at both the Division I and Division II levels right here on the LI Sports Network. Puck down. We're back underway here, 4-on-4 hockey for the remainder of this period. It's Ivers who will carry the puck. Abbott's penalty is going to expire right as the period ends, as that puck pops up and hits the rafters. It's swatted ahead right off the draw by Scanlon. He pokes it down to Newport. Newport looking to go back door off the stick of Barron. Konkowski sent to the ice by Nisevich. Newport, slap shot, kicked away by Barron. Nisevich dumps it to the corner. It's chipped in behind the net by Burns. He'll go through the middle for Konkowski. Konkowski tries to dangle wide, stops up, knocked to the ice by Smith. Burns plays a body on Scanlon. Ivers forces a turnover. Arm up. There's a penalty being called. And just as we get into the final minute, going to the box, Thomas Konkowski. Two for slashing. It's his second penalty of the game. And now it's going to be a 4-on-3. For Niagara. To one back to Jasmine. Jasmine for Hauser. Hauser walks, shot, goes over the net, trying to pick short side. Ethan Knopf Back for Hauser. Hauser, low shot, pops up in the air. Glove down by Hauser behind the net. Hauser spins, Smith pokes it away, 30 seconds to go. Jasmine, he'll roll middle. Right side to Schoen, back for Jasmine. Kicks it down to Schoen, was out of his reach. Rotan, pinned up against the wall. Knopf drags it out, spins to the middle. Shot, pad save, rebound. Backhanded away by Smith, not out. 8 seconds left. Jasmine for Hauser. Wrister. Barron makes the save. Abbott is just about ready to come out of the box. There's just 4 seconds left in the period. This will turn into a 5-on-3 momentarily. 2 seconds and 1, and that's going to do it for the second period. It was 0-0 after 1, 2-2 after 2 periods. First 2 goals came through for Niagara. It was Brett Strick and then Angelo Donzella. First, we'll show you the goal for Strick. Puck was popping around out front. Strick pulled it out of the pile and put it right over the right shoulder of Andrew Barron on the power play. Gave the Purple Eagles a 1-0 lead. From there, just 3 minutes later, Donzella on the breakaway, cuts in forehand, backhand, and beats Barron 5-hole. But then the penalty parade started for both sides, and Frank Alessi pots the first goal for the Rams on the power play on the pass from Konkowski. See right here, Alessi just shovels that one home. And then exactly 4 minutes later, again on the power play for the second game in a row, Dylan Bridgewood puts it home on the man advantage. He ties the game up at 2, and that's how we stand heading into intermission, getting set for the third period. Again, 2-2 the score between these two sides. Official just having a conversation with Niagara captain Ethan Knopf. I'm sure the officials communicating with both sides, as there were a lot of penalties called in that period, and they're going to want to try to keep things settled down as best as possible. For Niagara, they had a really, really strong first 20 minutes. Of course, like we've said, it was 0-0 after that first 20, but Niagara did a very good job of controlling offensive zone time, controlling possession. They had another really hot start to that second period, and the first 10 minutes, 12 minutes you could say, were theirs. Again, where they were controlling shots, getting a good amount of possession and offensive zone time. And then once that penalty parade started, it was Farmingdale. After they cashed in the first time, Frank Alessi found some life, found some momentum, were able to keep their foot on the gas, drew a couple more penalties, and Dylan Bridgewood tied the game up at 2. Shots in the first were 16-9 for Niagara. For the second period, Farmingdale led 18-11, so in total, it's 27-27 in the shot department for both sides. Zamboni is getting set to come out onto the ice now. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll return in about 15 minutes or so with the third period of play, maybe more, depending on how that 20 goes. You're watching live on the LI Sports Network. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this afternoon. Hopefully going the dual screen, maybe us. You got the Giants game on your other screen, of course. I'm sure this is probably a better game. Don't know what the score of the Giants game is at this point, but as a Giants fan, I'm sure it's not pretty. Nonetheless, we'll put 15 minutes up on the clock. We'll take a quick break here. Don't go anywhere. Grab a snack and come right back to us. We'll be back in just a little bit. And Giants are down 21-7. I knew it. So, all right. stay with us. Don't watch the Giant game. We got a lot better action going on here. 2-2 between Niagara and Farmingdale. You're watching live on the LI Sports Network. Back for the third period of play here on the LI Sports Network. It's a Niagara 5-on-3 power play, albeit a brief one. They're in the zone with it. Jasmine. Ice still a little bit wet, got stuck up there. Alessi is going to take advantage of that and fire it down. Out of the box is McGregor. Now it's a 5-on-4 for Niagara. Played up onto the right-hand side for Scanlon, out left to Newport. Newport stops up at the hash marks. For Walsh, back to Newport. Up top, Jasmine, deflected. Walsh for Newport. Back with Walsh. Working around the horn. Backhander, they score! On the power play, Niagara once again jump out onto the lead. It's a 3-2 game off the backhand goal from Logan Scanlon. Traffic in front of Barron, didn't see the puck come through. And Niagara, just 58 seconds into the start of the third, jump out to a 3-2 lead. O'Donnell on a stick lift. He'll dump it in, go get it. Cycled it up the wall. Now played back in down low. Out to the middle for Ethan Knopf. Knopf out wide. It's fired in and gloved by Barron. Shot over Barron's head. Devine knocks it down, moves it to Signoretti. Out wide, LaChase puts it through the seam, nobody home. Mario Smith spins and skates it in. Collected by Smith. Backhands up to the point, Nasevich, D to D. From the point, deflected, goes wide. Nasevich to Houseman. Houseman out front off a stick. Devine can't get it out. It's cycled low by Hauser. Rotan back with it. Takes a hard check, but Farmingdale are able to get it out. Thomas Smith on the head fake. Goes through the middle, was underneath the twig of Immel. Flipped back in. Barron gloves it, drops it for Smith. Thomas Smith now skating. Poked away. Signoretti uses the wall, chips it ahead. Now it's Bridgewood who enters. Bridgewood drags, knocked away by Donzella. Alessi knocks it down with the skate. Comes to Strick. Strick. Backhand to Stumpo. Stumpo goes back for Strick, right-hand side. Strick drives in, Burns on the stick check. Donzella scoops, shoots it, and Barron right in the breadbasket. Swallows the puck up. The power play goal for Scanlon was assisted by Schottmer and Sean Walsh. Came 58 seconds into the start of the third. Pulled back to Kravitz. It's Newport. Newport walks the goal line. Shot. Barron made the save. Puck is loose, but the net came off. Tied up from the point, save, rebound, blocked. pushed wide on the second try. Walsh to the point. Abbott blasts it cross corner. Kravitz will take his ice and skate it out, moves it to Konkowski. Backhands one to Keller, and he'll kick it in. Scanlon knocked down by Ivers. Glove down now by Scanlon. Poked up to the point. Kravitz pinches. Kravitz will hold it one more time, but it's Schottmer who found some space to wheel out with it. Keller is behind Barron. We'll move it to Konkowski. Konkowski peels back behind the net with it. Konkowski with speed. Gets the stick knocked out of his hands. Duffy forechecking. It's played to Abbott. Abbott goes across, comes off the skates of Knopf. Will come all the way down. Smith gets there, and it's an icing. Sent in Niagara, and Philip Abbott will skate with it, taken away by Larico. O'Donnell around, reverse for Alessi, almost stolen by Knopf. Alessi muscles it, takes it away. Larico across to Duffy. Duffy, right-hand side, one-handed dangle. Duffy couldn't get a shot through. Larico follows it up, blockered away by Andrade. Mario Smith backhand around the wall, kept by Burns. Larico and Smith tied up in the corner. Poked out, comes to Duffy. Duffy back in. He plugs the wall, holds it, gets it to Larico. Larico tried to cycle it for O'Donnell. It's chopped out by the Purple Eagles. Alessi's back for it. We'll put it off the wall, right in front of the Farmingdale bench. Stretch pass. Strick will knock it down. Stayed on sides. Alessi breaks it up. And now Timmy Devine up the ice. His pass picked off. Hauser over the blue line. Walks. Trying to hit Dunzella on the back door. Played it out to Stumpo. Stumpo goes D to D for Smith. Back to Stumpo. Off the boards. Strick uses the blade as a ramp. Lets the puck roll up it and go into the Farmingdale end. Burns drops for Alessi. And he goes back to Jesse Burns. Now it's with Alessi again. Off the glass, hits a stanchion, kick. Far blue for Strick. He'll backhand it in, head off for a change. Kravitz around to Devine. He goes through the middle and hits Signoretti. Signoretti cuts back for Immel. Lost the handle. Immel out front, nobody home. Bridgewood off the bench will keep it in. Dylan Bridgewood through the triangle, tries to make a move to the net, broken up by Scanlon. Logan Scanlon will ice the puck. .12:48 to go here in regulation. 3-2 Niagara leads over Farmingdale. Logan Scanlon with the difference maker so far. Came just at the beginning of this period on the power play. Rams now looking to tie once again. They were down 2-0 in the second, scored 2 power play goals for themselves to even things back up before Scanlon's power play difference maker here in the third. McGregor to Kravitz. Up to Minio. Minio will go across for Bridgewood. Bridgewood couldn't chip it in. Minio gets the stick lifted by Walsh. Dumped in. Barron will leave it out for Smith. Smith goes hard around the boards. It comes out. Abbott stops it up just in front of the red. Takes a slap shot. Was trying to put it on goal. Ends up hitting Walsh. And it's an offside on the play. Puck tied up. Now it's flipped in by the Farmingdale Rams. Smith at his own blue line was trying to move it to Keller. Came off the stick of Knopf. It's back with Thomas Smith. He'll dump it in. Ivers in forechecking. It's played hard around the wall. Comes out to Rotan at the red, who dishes to Keller. Keller across, out of the reach of Smith. Back off the wall. Ethan Knopf. Knopf toe drags. Smith breaks it up. Or pardon me, that was Rotan. Danny Rotan headed off for a change now. Back up the wall. Out of reach of Knopf. No icing. Thomas Smith back with time. Leaves it for Keller. Keller will drop it back to Smith. Houseman pressuring hard. Through the middle, picked off. Niagara came into this one 3-5 on the year. Farmingdale 8-2-1. And it's Niagara who are looking to take the last 2 games of this weekend set. Here. O'Donnell up the wall, skips out over the stick of Mario Smith. Duffy in forechecking. Foot race between Alessi and Hauser. Larico will send it back low to McGregor. Little head fake behind the net. And now Riley McGregor goes off the wall. It's going to go all the way and be an icing against the Rams. From the point, cross corner by Ethan Jasmine. Donzella gets there before Larico. It's Alessi. Poking at it. Kroll kicks it out. It goes to O'Donnell. Larico through the middle for Duffy. Pokes it down the ice. It's going to be another icing on the Rams. Comes back to Stumpo, who'll play it to Newport. Newport to the slot, broken up. Jabbed in low. Newport from the point, cycled in. Newport for Scanlon, pinned against the wall by Alessi. Walsh will dig it out. Drags, saucer pass across for Jasmine. Down to the corner for Newport, broken up by McGregor. Walsh is there. Up top, Stumpo hammers it back low. Scanlon spins off of McGregor. O'Donnell around the wall, not out. Lorico blocks it. That one skips to the red. Farmingdale looking to make a quick change. Walsh will play it hard around the boards. Knopf coming off the bench, looking to take it away. Kravitz across, touch to the middle for Devine by Signoretti. That one fired all the way down, icing. Going on the Purple Eagles. Niagara come forward off the draw. Knopf is able to push it out of the zone. Comes to Devine, puts it off the glass behind the net. Kravitz to the middle. Signoretti touches it for Devine. Now Timmy Devine over the blue line. Stops up to the point. Smith, one-timer, deflected. LaChase got a piece of it. Didn't end up making it to the net. Backhanded the length of the ice. Icing on the Purple Eagles. So you got through about the first 28, 29, 30 minutes of this game. It was mostly controlled by Niagara. Farmingdale certainly needed to simplify what they were doing. They did so. They got 2 power play goals due to the simplification of their game, some good puck movement, and traffic in front of the net. Now we're here in the third, and Niagara have been doing what they've been doing pretty much ever since last night's game. Whereas Farmingdale still kind of looking to get back to what helped them find success on Friday night. It's Burns with the puck. 7.5 to go here in regulation. Niagara 3, Farmingdale 2. Minio, body check on Abbott. Minio up to the point for Burns. Came off his skate. Franklin gets it out. Doesn't have the juice, won't be an icing. Rotan with plenty of time will stop up and leave it for Immel, who curls around the net with speed. Immel for Bridgewood. He's going to dump it just past the net. Immel back in, is there to collect. Stops up in the corner, finds Bridgewood. Bridgewood setting up shot behind the net to Immel for Burns. Wrist shot, pad save, rebound, skips to the corner. Now up top for McGregor to Minio for Burns. Now with McGregor. McGregor walks, shots blocked. We get a whistle. Now some pushing and shoving. Houseman skates over and immediately puts Dylan Bridgewood in a headlock. Is ripping at his helmet. Niagara bench leaning over and having plenty of words for Dylan Bridgewood. Tim Duffy and Ethan Knopf standing just outside that referee's circle as they look for an explanation as to what's just transpired. Will there be any penalties called? Still 6:40 to go here in the third. It's 3-2. Niagara are in front. No penalties called on the play. We're going to stay 5-on-5. Face-off will be in the Niagara zone, left of Andrade. Puck is fired around the wall and out, no icing. Foot race for it. Newport and Kravitz tied up. They commence in battle. Newport to the point. Nisevich stopped up by. And for Dominic Andrade, just his second start of the season, his lone start was a shutout win over Buffalo State back on October 12th. Obviously, gave up 2 goals in this one, but looking to get to a 2-0 record, which would be a solid start to the campaign for him. Ivers goes across, bounces over the stick of Nisevich, icing on Farmingdale. Scanlon and Keller tie up. Keller will win it back. Walsh jumps it. Walsh, McGregor, Newport joining. McGregor rims it around the boards. It's Ivers, drops down to get it. Off the wall for Keller. Taken away by Mario Smith. Backhanded, comes off the glove of Keller. He touches it again, so no hand pass. Ivers is going to race after the puck with Nisevich. Nisevich stops up, evades him. Comes to Thomas Smith, but jabbed off his stick. Ethan Knopf, 2-on-2. Shot off the stick of Danny Rotan and out of play. The senior assistant captain with a stand-up defensive play there. Kept his gap control well. Knopf, who has shown over this weekend that he's got a bullet of a wrister, not afforded the space there. That one goes off the glass over the net, chipped out, and another icing on Farmingdale. Left of Barron, just in front of our table here in the corner. Farmingdale not out yet. Smith jumps it and helps it get out. Larico will knock it down, dumps it right in on goal. Tough there for Andrade. Came off his pad as it took a bounce. Duffy out of the corner to O'Donnell. Stick down by Larico. Save made by Andrade. Alessi holds in the clearing attempt. Out to the high slot for Duffy. Back with Alessi. Sticked away by Andrade. Burns pinches hard, keeps it in. Gets it to Tim Duffy. Stolen by Schottmer. Comes up to Walsh. He'll backhand it out. Knocked down by Alessi. Larico drops it to Burns. Now with Frank Alessi. Frank gets the wheels turned and fires a shot. Andrade gloves it handily. Just the lone goal in the period came from Logan Scanlon on the power play. We'll show it to you quickly while we have a chance. Just good puck movement from the Purple Eagles and a backhand shot Went in. Chance in the slot. Pad save, Andrade. McGregor diving down there through the seam. Another one out front, spinning, poking at it. It's loose. The net comes off. Still pushing and shoving. Looked like Nisevich put Immel in a headlock. This line of Dylan Bridgewood, Eric Immel, and Joe Mineo have absolutely been grinding here in this one. You look at the makeup of this line. Of course, Dylan Bridgewood, he's got 12 points on the year as he tries to go forward off that draw. It's played out. Look at Joe Mineo and Eric Immel. Not guys that are going to light you up on the stat sheet, but they do all the little things the right way. They're hard workers, and you need guys like that on your team, and they can slot in pretty much anywhere in the lineup. Icing on the Purple Eagles there, as the Rams will make a wholesale line change. Farmingdale down by 1 with 3:46 to go. All it takes is one shot. Comes back to the point. Rotan deflected. Rebound. Swiped away by Andrade. Rotan gloves it and keeps it in. It's swiped out. Houseman on the backhand will fire it behind the net. Keller stops behind the net. Will leave it for Danny Rotan. Rotan starts the rush. Gets over the red line. Will put it in deep. Played right back out. Rotan will glove it down. Mavrakis on the backhand. Thomas Smith rolling puck. Reverses for Keller. He'll wheel the net. 3 minutes remaining. Drops for Konkowski. Konkowski goes outside from the inside. His pass is intercepted by Hauser. He gets it out. Smith pinned up against the boards by Hauser. Konkowski joins the fray. It's played across to Alessi. Alessi comes back for Konkowski. Arm up. There's a penalty being called. And Farmingdale is going to get a power play chance behind the play. Thomas Smith took a shot from Derwin Hauser. It's a cross-check on Hauser. And the Rams, with 2:40 to go, will go up on a man advantage. They've already got 2 power play goals in this game, looking to get a third. Shots in this period are 10-10. Gives each side 37 apiece. I'm intrigued to see if Farmingdale is going to use their timeout. They're huddled up at the bench right now, seemingly getting ready to draw something up. Officials calling them out, saying, let's go. And now we get the timeout call officially made. So with 2:40 to go here in the third period, Niagara with a 3-2 lead over Farmingdale. Logan Scanlon's goal, the difference maker, which we'll show to you again while we're in this timeout here. Again, it all started Niagara. Early third period power play, fresh, clean ice. And after some good puck movement, it came to Scanlon in the high slot, who backhanded it in low past the outstretched pad of Andrew Barron. It'll be interesting to see if the Rams elect to bring Barron to the bench now or wait a little bit, take that 6-on-4 advantage. And looks like the unit on the ice is going to be Ivers, Keller, Alessi, Signoretti, Kankowski, and Tim Duffy. Niagara going with Stumpo and Jasmine on the back end, Newport and Scanlon up front. Barron is staying in the cage. It's Alessi, Duffy, Ivers, Kankowski, and Dylan Bridgewood on the ice for the Rams. Barron out of the blue paint, in between the hash marks. He's looking to the bench. He's going to be ready to go as soon as he gets that signal. Farmingdale elect to go right of Andrade for the faceoff. It's Bridgewood and Scanlon. Puck down. Scanlon won it, and it's sent all the way. Newport gets there before Alessi. Ivers back to help. Ivers to Kankowski, and Kankowski with speed will enter the zone. Barron's looking to the bench. Kankowski shot, punched away. Rebound is covered up by Andrade. We'll go right of Andrade again. The rematch between Bridgewood and Scanlon. This time pulled back by the Rams. Ivers will touch it to Kankowski. Barron looking at the bench. Kankowski takes a wrister, hits the glass. Ivers can't settle it down, and Niagara will clear it out. 2 minutes left in this one. Alessi starts the rush. Back over the blue line, Duffy. Sandwich there and cleared out. Barron will touch it right up to Kankowski. Kankowski stolen away from him by Knopf. Fired in. 50 seconds left on the power play, minute 30 left in the game. Alessi gives it to Duffy. Duffy wheels in wide. Duffy lost the handle there. It's fired out as Barron goes to the bench. It's a foot race between Kankowski and Strick. Strick will get there first. Plays it out for Scanlon. He fires off the post. Strick blocked by Kankowski. Keller to Alessi. He gets the wheels turning. Final minute of play. Dumped in by Alessi. Andrade stops it up with the stick. Abbott off the wall. He will clear. It's going down towards the net. Will it have the juice? It goes wide. 48 seconds. Duffy collects. Pass just goes between two Rams. Nobody with the stick down. Alessi on the head fake. 40 seconds to go. Back to 5-on-5. Turned over, Scanlon down the ice, blocked up by Kankowski. 30 seconds left. Kankowski stops up. Stick lifted, taken away by Newport, puts it in the corner. Hauser races after it off the side of the net. Up in the air, Hauser, blocked by Alessi. Knopf digging at it. Keller taken away by Hauser. He pokes it to Signoretti. 10 seconds to go. Signoretti, slap shot, blocked. Tied up. Wheeling out of the corner, Ivers, 2 seconds. Alessi scores! Frank Alessi with .1 left on the clock ties it at 3. Barely any time to get the shot off, and Frank Alessi goes top cheddar to send this to overtime. Incredible shot. Frank Alessi, his second of the night. This game is 3-all. Let's take another look at it. Alessi gets the puck with 2.2 on the clock, and it goes in. Incredible, just enough traffic in front of the net. The Rams dogpile at the blue. The spectators in the stands absolutely erupted. And just as it seemed as if this game was at the doorstep and Niagara was going to be going home with the win, Frank Alessi with the clap bomb ties it up at 3. Now we get a 3-on-3 overtime. Teams are switching sides. Ivers currently being credited with the goal, but from my vantage point, it looked like it went straight in on the shot from Alessi. Nonetheless, the Rams tie it at the buzzer. And we've got a 3-on-3 overtime period. 5 minutes up on the clock. O'Donnell wins it back. It's O'Donnell, Larico, and Burns to start things for Farmingdale. Ethan Jasmine, Logan Scanlon, and Andrew Newport for Niagara. Leading the rush up the ice, it's O'Donnell. O'Donnell trying to cut middle, tied up by Scanlon. Burns will keep it in with the skate to Larico. Now with O'Donnell, he fires one. It's stopped up by Andrade. Whistle taken. Ivers, Konkowski, and Burns on the ice now. Dunzella and Strick on for Niagara, as well as Nisevich. It's Niagara who control the puck off the face-off. It's dropped back to Dunzella from Nisevich. Dunzella starts the rush, gets over the blue line. He'll drop it for Strick. Strick's shot broken up by Ivers. Played up top, Dunzella, touchdown to the goal line. Nisevich couldn't control it. Kept in at the blue line. It's Ivers, though, who jumps it. Thomas Ivers in. Carries wide, under the triangle. Tries to stuff it. Poke checked by Andrade. Dunzella will drop it back for Nisevich. Ivers off for a change. Signoretti on. Strick and Dunzella off for Niagara. It's Schoen and Ethan Knopf who come onto the ice. Nisevich leaves it for Schoen. Schoen fanned on the pass. Now he goes over top Signoretti, but it's Knopf who comes out of the pile with it one-on-one. Knopf drops it between the skates, poked away by Alessi. Konkowski tried to jump it, didn't come away with it. Cross corner to Jasmine. He walks in, out front. They score! And Niagara pick up the win, 4-3 in overtime. Heartbreaker here for the Rams. They tie it up in the final second. They had more chances to start the overtime period than the Purple Eagles, and the first grade A that Niagara gets will take another look. They capitalize. Jasmine with a pass out front, and Ethan Knopf, the captain, is the hero in this one. Beats Barron on the blocker side and sends Niagara home with the 4-3 overtime win. They're also gonna take the weekend series 2-1, picking up the 7-5 victory last night and the 4-3 overtime win today after dropping the game on Friday by a final score of 7-5. Not the result the Rams were looking for here in this one, as they came into the weekend on a 5-game unbeaten streak. Turned it into 6 after Friday's win. But now with back-to-back losses, going to have a tough week of practice ahead before a weekend trip up at SUNY Cortland. The Rams on the schedule for Friday and Saturday, 6 p.m. against SUNY Cortland, and then 12 noon on Saturday. That's the Rams schedule for next weekend. For you Niagara fans that tuned in with us here this weekend, I want to thank you guys for showing your support here at the LI Sports Network. Niagara back at it on the 9th, taking on St. John Fisher at 7 p.m. Again, want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Final score here, Niagara 4, Farmingdale 3. Niagara take the weekend set 2-1 over the Rams. That's going to do it for our coverage here this afternoon. Want to thank you all so much for taking the time and sticking with us throughout this broadcast. Hope you all enjoy the remainder of your Sunday evenings. Travis Quigley here saying so long. We'll see you next time right here on the LI Sports Network.